Calling all BC Warrior fans, Bros Convenience Store is your ultimate game day headquarters. We are open daily from 5 a.m. to midnight, ready to fuel your passion and support BC Warriors high school sports. Swing by for snacks, drinks, and gear, and with every purchase, you're backing the home team. Bros Convenience Store, where convenience meets community, 0500 to midnight, fueling your fandom every hour, every day.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. There's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing in that magic moment how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
Craving a great meal in Martin, South Dakota? Head to H&H, where every night is steak night, and Friday means prime rib, the best in town. Locally owned for over 20 years, H&H is your go-to spot, open 7 days a week with homemade daily lunch specials you won't want to miss. And when you're looking for some fun, try your luck with video poker. H&H is also a proud supporter of all Bennett County school activities, serving our community for over 2 decades. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to H&H in Martin today, where great food, fun, and community come together.
First match tonight will be between Edgemont, the Lady Moguls, and your very own Bennett County Lady Warriors. Before we get started with our starting lineups and the lights, we've been asked to announce our Western Great Plains All-Conference 2025 volleyball team. First team All-Conference, Reagan O'Neill from Bennett County, Shaylee Porch from Kadoka, Payson O'Neill from Bennett County, Madison Nemechek from Kadoka, Jordan Scott from Lyman, and Cassidy Williams from Kadoka. Second team All-Conference, Harley Harris from Bennett County, Bree Smart from Lyman, J.C. Jensen from Jones County, Sonny Ballberg from Jones County, Olivia McMillan from Bennett County, and Addison Rankin of Jones County. Third team All-Conference, Jocelyn Fulton, New Underwood, Kale Peterson, Phillip, Macy Clausen, Bennett County, Althena Simons of Wall, Taylor McDonald of Wall, Kinsey Wagner of Lyman, and LaCasey Tinas of Wall. Your conference MVP is Reagan O'Neill of Bennett County. And your conference coach of the year is Shelley Schweigert of Jones County. We are pleased to welcome you to the Bennett County High School. This contest is being conducted under the guidance and regulation of the South Dakota High School Activities Association. The Bennett County School District believes sportsmanship is an expectation. So please, let the players play, let the coaches coach, and let the officials officiate, and let the spectators be positive. Parents, we ask that you keep young children seated in the bleachers during the course of the game, not only for their safety, but the viewing enjoyment of others. Also, if you are seated in the bottom row of the bleachers, please move up one bench, not on the floor, because that is in play during our game tonight. Now, for your starting lineups. First of all, for the Bennett County Lady Warriors. Number 0, a 5'11" sophomore, Reagan O'Neill. Number 1, a 5'6" junior, Olivia McMillan. Number 2, a 5'7" freshman, Macy Clausen. Number 4, a 7th grader at 5'8", Jade O'Neill. Number 6, a freshman at 6 foot, Payson O'Neill. Number 8, a 5'9" sophomore, Harley Harris. And number 12, a 5'4" sophomore, Riley Hicks. The Lady Warriors are coached by Amy O'Neill, assisted by Vera O'Neill. And now, here's your starting lineups for the Lady Moguls of Edgemont. Number 0, Madison Hirschfield. She is a 5' 6" freshman. Number 4, a senior at 5'6", Allie Brunson. Number 5, an 8th grader at 5'5", Isabella Caller. Number 11, a sophomore at 5'3", Kaylee Mergen. Number 12, an 8th grader at 5'5", Maya Brown. And number 14, a senior at 5'4", Rayleigh Provorst. The Lady Moguls are coached by Randy Stevens and assisted by Pam Core. Tonight's officials are Bev Ball, Angie Kinsley, Ashley Arthur, and Terry Caller. We now ask that you please stand, remove your cover, and face the flag. First of all, the playing of our Lakota flag song, and then please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by James Begeman and company. All veterans and out-of-uniform military personnel may salute the flag.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Warrior Center. This would be the second round of Region 7B volleyball. This will be the first match of the night. After this match, Kadoka will play Jones County. So this is our first match with Bennett County playing Edgemont here in the Warrior Center. If you watched on Tuesday night, Edgemont played here and beat the White River Tigers, and Bennett County played the New Underwood Tigers and defeated them. Both were sweeps, 3-0. So now we got two teams that swept the first round of regions gonna play here and see who can make it to the Sodak 16. We got Payson O'Neill serving here for the Warriors. Push backside to Provorst. She swings. Dug by Payson. Set outside to Reagan O'Neill, who tips right over the block. Gets her first kill of the night. First kill of the game. First kill of everything really here tonight. I got Scott Huber up here again. And Sage Bird is helping me do stats. I'm too simple-minded to do both.
I'm a little winded, Chloe. Don't ask me anything for a minute or two.
Sent back over Provorst. O'Neill has to free ball it over. Set outside to Provorst again. She swings, kind of whiffs it, but Payson O'Neill's there for it. Outside to Harley Harris, tips over the block again. And there's a kill. 2 kills in a row here for the Warriors, both landing right over the block. So smart play there, but I think the Edgemont Moguls are probably smart enough to know to set their defense there now. Payson O'Neill serving, and I think that might have been going out, but Allie Brunson, one of the 2 seniors here playing for the Moguls, did put her hands up, trying to bring it back. So another point there for the Warriors. The Warriors did play the Moguls earlier this season and did win 3-1. So Payson O'Neill gets another ace serve. That time it was Provorst throwing an arm up. Everyone's just kind of having a hard time here judging on if that ball's going in or out. Payson serving again. Provorst swings. Payson's there for it. Jade O'Neill tips it deep. Set outside to Provorst. And that goes out of bounds. If you watch the White River Edgemont game on Tuesday, you will know that they set Provorst a lot. So hopefully she got her arm rested in a day. Payson O'Neill hits the tape. Backside to Provorst, tipped. This time, Reagan O'Neill goes up for it. There was a block by the Moguls, but it is playable. Harley Harris roll shots it over. Outside to Provorst, she swings, touched on the block. Harley Harris digs. Jade O'Neill tips on 2. Provorst again, and it goes out of bounds. That was a good swing there by Provorst, but it was too deep. Moguls might need to start seeing if they can get some of their other hitters involved. The Warrior defense seems to have figured out that they're going to Provorst most of the time. Payson O'Neill, 6th serve in a row. Provorst tips deep. Payson's there for it. Outside to Harris. Swings down the line and gets a kill. Good swing there for Harris. That is her 2nd kill of the night.
We talked, Chloe, about one of the keys to the match tonight. Bennett County needs to get this young Edgemont team down and not let them off the mat and score, jumping out to a 7-0 lead. They've done exactly that so far here tonight.
Yes, the Warriors are playing pretty good. No mistakes too much yet. We're going to take a timeout, take an ad break, and we will be back.
Out here, you
Preston cut us off mid-conversation. How dare he?
Preston does an awesome job with his engineering. That is not an easy thing to do, trust me.
See if Payson O'Neill can get out of a timeout and continue serving. This is her 8th serve. Couple aces out of the 7 so far. It's over and in. Couple Moguls run into each other. Backside to Provorst, swings. Warriors touch it on the block. That was Reagan O'Neill and Harley Harris up there, but they didn't push forward. They went straight up. Provorst's going to serve now, and it's deep and out of bounds. That is not what the Moguls needed at this point, but see if they can fight back. Harris going to serve now. Shorter serve. outside this, middle this time to Hirschfeld. Olivia McMillan swings and it's dug, but that was a good swing. And number 5, Isabella Collar, tries to dump it over, but Reagan O'Neill's there for it. Harris to serve again. Deeper serve this time. Out middle to Hirschfeld. It's tight to the net, and Macy Clausen's under the net. You know, we talked about this a lot in the first game, that the Warriors need to do their best to keep that ball out of the net for Clausen, so she doesn't have to fight with the ball and the net.
Those are definitely free points for your opponents.
Hirschfeld serving now. Tight to the net, tipped over by Brunson. Middle to Reagan O'Neill, big swing dug by Brunson. Provorst runs for it, but almost ended up in the bleachers. That puts the libero Riley Hicks in. She's going to serve and sub in here for Jade O'Neill. It's tight to the net. Reagan O'Neill's there. Someone was in the net, and it was Reagan, so Edgemont gets the ball. Another free point. Reagan gets so excited when that ball's coming over. She almost needs to just take one tiny little breath and then go for it, and she'd stay on her side. Hirschfeld serving. Set backside, running a slide, and it goes out of bounds this time. So when I use the term slide, what I mean is that the hitter is not hitting.
Oh, they called that one in.
What? Oh, they called him in the net. Edgemont was in the net. So
Okay, gotcha.
And a serve there for Reagan. Warriors lead 12-3. Another big topspin serve, overpass, kill by Payson O'Neill. That is as someone who's been a back row player, a topspin serve is almost easier to receive than a float serve, but you are more likely to overpass like that. Swing there by Jayla Metzen. Olivia McMillan has to roll shot it over. Comes outside this time to Maya Brown, and it goes out of bounds. This Moguls team is a very young team. Let's see, they got one freshman, an 8th grader, another 8th grader, all in their starting lineup. Outside, they have to free ball it over, and Payson O'Neill got a little excited there. It was early. Warriors pass. Outside to McMillan. She roll shots it over the block right into the campfire. Smart play there for McMillan. That's her first kill of the night. Warriors now lead 15-3, and Edgemont takes a second timeout. We'll take a timeout with them and be back.
Crew Agency has been proudly serving and protecting the local farmer and rancher since 1984. They offer all your crop insurance needs, including multi-peril crop insurance, pasture, rangeland, and forage, livestock risk protection, and crop hail. Crew Agency is a proud supporter of our local schools, athletics, and communities, and would like to wish all the student athletes good luck in their events this week. Give them a call at 605-433-5411. Crew Agency is an equal opportunity provider.
And we're back. I don't know if you guys picked it up here or not, but they announced the Western Great Plains All-Conference volleyball team today. First team All-Conference, Reagan O'Neill and Payson O'Neill from Bennett County. Also Shaylee Porch from Kadoka, Madison Nemechek of Kadoka, Jordan Scott of Lyman, and Cassidy Williams of Kadoka. Second team, Harley Harris of Bennett County, Bree Smart Lyman, J.C. Jensen and Sonny Wahlberg of Jones County, also Addison Renkin of Jones County, and Olivia McMillan of Bennett County.
Here we go. Reagan O'Neill serves, and that one goes into the net. Timeout well spent there for the Moguls. Puts Bronson back to serve. She's one of the 2 seniors on the court here tonight for the Moguls. Played a very good match there against the White River Tigers. That goes outside. Payson O'Neill tips over the block. Provorst dives for it. Payson O'Neill there again. That is like the third overpass that we've gotten kills off of this set. Olivia McMillan serving deep. That might have been going out, but number 5, Isabella Collar, tries to take it with her hands. Rolls through her fingers, and the Warriors get an ace. There's 3 Warriors tonight so far that have ace serves. I think we've played 3 rotations. Maybe Harley didn't get one yet. Another ace for McMillan. Moguls having a tough time with their serve receive. They serve receive 4 deep, kind of in a little stagger pattern. Number 12 tips it deep. Reagan O'Neill. Outside to Harley Harris. She swings and it goes out of bounds. Harris has been really trying to swing down the line the last couple games. And when it works very well. Riley Hicks passing. Payson O'Neill hits it into the net. I think that's the first hitting error we've had tonight.
Bennett County has played a very almost completely error-free first set, which is something we talked about on Tuesday night that they need to do.
This is Mergen serving here for the Moguls. Outside, Harris kind of has to roll shot it. She tries it down the line again. Provorce, and she couldn't get a full approach. And she gets her first error, I guess, of the night. Macy Clausen now going to serve. Warriors lead 19-6. Here's her spot serve that she does. Set middle to Provorce. McMillan might have been going out, but she plays it. Clausen tips. Middle swing there by Collar. Warriors are going to use it on the outside to Harris. She swings down the line again. Tight, and Harris jumps for it. See if the good hustle play there for the Moguls. Tight to the net. And a little quick set by Macy Clausen to Payson O'Neill, who's there for it. And that was a very big kill for Payson O'Neill. Her 4th kill tonight. Clausen serving. Deeper this time. Middle to Provorce. Payson O'Neill jumps for it. She blocked it and then tried to play it off of her own block, and it went out of bounds. Moguls get a point there. Score is now 20-7. Maya Brown, a 8th grader, gonna serve here. Received by McMillan. Middle to Harris this time. She swings to the right. Blocked by Payson O'Neill. Let's see what they call here. Actually, they called that 4 hits, not a block. So that must not have hit O'Neill's hands. Puts Payson back to serve. Last time she served, she got to serve 8 in a row. So, and there's, nope, Provorce. Holy moly, that was some good hustle by Brunson, Provorce, and Mergen, excuse me.
Yeah, Kaylee. She gets her hands on some balls. It's just unbelievable that she can get there.
Payson O'Neill, another ace serve. Brunson having a little tough time receiving Payson's serve tonight. How many aces is that? 3 aces. It's overpass, and this time it's Reagan O'Neill. This is kind of the volleyball I expected to see on Tuesday night, but I'm glad they showed up today.
Game point, or set point.
Mergen sets it backside to Provorce. Tips. Set backside to Jade O'Neill. She's big swing there, but Moguls are there for it in defense. Macy Clausen hustling her way out of the back row is Payson O'Neill. Back out here to Provorce. The block was early, but Provorce hits it out of bounds. That's the first set. Warriors take it 25-7. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
At Security First.
At La Creek Development, we take pride in being a 100% Indian-owned construction company, building spaces that inspire and stand the test of time. With a proven track record of excellence, we bring expertise, innovation, and passion to every project, from the first concept to the final completion. Our mission? To exceed expectations and deliver lasting value for every client. La Creek Development, building the future with pride and purpose. Let's build something extraordinary together.
Bennett County Hospital, Nursing Home, and Rural Health Clinic is your local healthcare provider. They offer a full-time ambulance service, physical therapy, home health care, occupational therapy, and outpatient psychiatry. Bennett County Healthcare Services will provide your family with lifelong health care from infancy to the later years with top-notch nursing home care. They remind you to get your yearly checkup and don't forget those flu shots. Bennett County Healthcare Providers are proud sponsors of all Bennett County students and wish them the best in all their school activities.
And we are back. Going to start the second set of this first Region 7B game here. Warriors took that first set 25-7. See if Edgemont can get something rolling. Edgemont was kind of struggling in the first set, but also Bennett County was playing much better volleyball than they did. Not many mistakes since Tuesday night's game.
A little bit more on our all-conference selections. 13 selections: Jocelyn Fulton of New Underwood, Kale Peterson of Phillip, Macy Clausen of Bennett County, Athena Simmons of Wall, Taylor McDonald of Wall, and Lucasey Tinas of Wall, and Kinsey Wagner of Lyman. Your conference MVP, Reagan O'Neill of Bennett County, and your coach of the year is Shelley Schweigert of Jones County. That's something we talked about, especially on Tuesday night. If Bennett County is going to be successful against this Edgemont team, they need to get them down and keep them down, and they did a very good job of that in the first set. They went out 8-0 and then just kind of cruised to the 25-7 victory. Of course, the winner of this one will advance on to the SODAC 16 next Tuesday night, and also the winner of our second game between Kadoka area and Jones County will also advance to the SODAC 16 next Tuesday night.
Should be a couple, well, hopefully a couple good matches here tonight. Let's see what we got going here. See if I know I said this last game, but if the Warriors can make it a full game with being in rotation the entire time, that's going to be awesome. This is their time to shine.
I thought they were doing pretty good to get one set.
Gets a little confusing when your setter sets all the way around and she has to hide and pull someone back to pass so the setter doesn't pass. It's the whole thing. Crazy enough.
I think they should give them numbers. They should put a number on their back. They should all be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then they just know that 1 follows 2 around, or 2 follows 1 around, and 3 follows 2. And
if 5's not between 4 and 6, you're wrong.
Yep.
It can be a little confusing for someone who hasn't seen an offense play like this, but I did play for Coach Petrak, so I'm picking up what she's trying to put down here. Provorst to serve this time. Deep, Harris receives it. Push backside to Payson O'Neill, kill. First swing, first kill for Payson O'Neill on the set. Now she gets to go serve.
Picking up right where she left off in the first set.
The passing has been very good tonight, so Clausen can get a good set. It's crazy how things work when you get a good pass. And the line judge calls that out of bounds. These line judges are so much more official than I ever was. They're actually good at their jobs. Payson O'Neill. Tight to the net, and Reagan O'Neill's there. They did not call her over the plane into the net. Wasn't sure. Some refs call it more than others, so it's kind of one of those things when you're Reagan up there, you got to play with it one time and see how picky they're going to be. Sets middle to Hirschfeld, and it goes right into the net. Warriors up 4-0.
Do you think Madison saw Reagan O'Neill across the net from her, skying up there when she hit that?
Probably. It's kind of intimidating, I bet. Free ball, sent over, see if the Warriors use it. Outside to Harris, swinging down the line. Mergen's there for it. Good scrappy play there by the Moguls. Backside to Jade O'Neal swinging, and it goes way out of bounds. She kind of hit that ball not in front of her face, is what it looked like to me. Coach Petrak is saying, hey, Jade, just take another step back when you approach so the ball's in front of your face. Shorter serve, Harris receives. Outside to Reagan O'Neal, swing, and oh, I thought there was a touch on, oh yeah, there was a touch on that. Every once in a while, I know a thing. Harris to serve. It's over. Brunson gets a pass kill. Love when that happens.
So does that count as a kill?
Yep. In my world, it does.
Your world is my world.
That's the only kills I ever got. Short serve. 2 Warriors go for it. McMillan's tips. Outside to Brown. Macy Clausen sets middle to O'Neal this time, and it goes deep, and it goes out. It seems like to me when Reagan O'Neal's hitting out of the middle, if she doesn't deliberately pick a side, her hits go a little long. But you can see her hips move in the air when she knows what side she wants to hit it to. When there's no indecisiveness and she picks her spot, she gets kills on it almost every time. Riley Hicks to serve again. Set outside, tipped over the block. Middle again, she tips this time. Moguls are there hustling. Tip by the Moguls, see if someone's gonna swing at it this time. Outside to McMillan, big swing, but Provorst is there for it. Maya Brown, it's tight to the net again. Good job by Clausen getting it out of the net.
Without going under the net.
Outside to Brown, and it's in the net this time. Good work there by Clausen especially. Riley Hicks serving. Middle this time to Meston. And Reagan O'Neal kind of just loves those. Those out of system, tight on the net things that happen every once in a while. She kind of eats those up. Riley Hicks, deep serve. Might have been going out, but the Moguls are going to play it. Brown swings, and she gets a kill. She's just, let's see, 8th grader. Put that in your stats, Maya Brown. Clausen and I believe that was Reagan up there trying to block, but it did go through their block. Slide by O'Neal, dug, but it goes out of bounds. Oh yeah, anyway, back to my TED Talk about slides. It's when they start in the middle like that or start in their normal hitting spot and come around the ball almost. Overpass. Outside to McMillan, she roll shots it. Provorst, nope, that's Brenton, dives for it, but can't get there. Warriors lead now 10-4 in the second set.
Liv is having such a better game tonight than she did on Tuesday night. She couldn't get anything going, and she's playing very well.
Yes, she is. Backside, tipped, and it went, oh, what?
Off the antenna.
Oh, okay. And Moguls call a timeout here, their first timeout of the set. We're going to go with them, so see you in a minute.
At Security First, we support all the essential banking stuff, like school sports. We also support mobile deposits. But have you ever heard a mobile deposit belt out your school fight song with a mouthful of popcorn? I don't think so. Any bank these days could snap a picture of your check. Only a community bank could snap a picture of you spilling your nachos as your team scores the game-winning point. Security First, the bank you cheer with. Member FDIC.
Bennett County Hospital, Nursing Home, and Rural Health Clinic.
A little run there at the end. It was 6-3 Bennett County, and they went on a 5-1 run to open that up. 11-4, the Bennett County lead right now.
My dad sent me a text that said no sound, but that could potentially just be because his ears don't work. So just, huh? Oh, he got it. It was a him error. Imagine that.
Did you tell him to use his remote to turn it up?
Dad, turn up your TV, for goodness sakes.
He was probably taking a nap and he missed part of it and just assumed that it wasn't working.
Reagan O'Neill serving this time. Macy sets a quick there to Payson. That's about on the 13-foot line. That yellow line running horizontally across the court is the 10-foot line, so give or take, I guess, 13. But
that one was coming with so much force, I flinched.
hits the top of the net. She did it again. She did that on Tuesday against the Tigers. Just do that every time. If you could figure out how to do that every time. Oh, my goodness. Reagan O'Neill, top spin serve, overpass, Payson O'Neill. I don't know. I feel like Reagan's serve should just count as assists to Payson's kills.
Payson was in the net.
Oh, just kidding. Payson was in the net. Bummer. Puts Mergen back in. She's a fun player to watch, Mergen. She's kind of scrappy. Riley Hicks, outside to Payson. Big swing. And Doug. Did they call? Oh, nope. She says it hit the ground. I thought that was, who was that over there digging number 5 maybe?
Hirschfield, number 0.
Hirschfield. I thought maybe she got under it, but.
She got it up. It just, no control to it.
And an ace serve there for McMillan. Brunson is.
That's something that Edgemont is really having problems with, is controlling the Bennett County serving game. They're having, with that first pass, they can't control it and get it where they want it.
And Edgemont coach calls another timeout, so you know what that means. Here's a short ad break, and we will be back.
Is your local healthcare provider. They offer a full-time ambulance service, physical therapy, home healthcare, occupational therapy, and outpatient psychiatry. Bennett County Healthcare Services will provide your family with lifelong healthcare from infancy to the later years with top-notch nursing home care. They remind you to get your yearly checkup and don't forget those flu shots. Bennett County Healthcare Providers are proud sponsors of all Bennett County students and wish them the best in all their school activities.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
This is
all right. We are back with our Region 7B volleyball action, game numero 1. Warriors lead this set 15-5. Liv McMillan serving. Provorce, and that went outside the antenna. Another point there for the Warriors. McMillan to serve again. Hustling all over the place for it, but the Moguls do get it sent back over. Outside to Harris. Tipped over the block, gets a kill. Harris is coming really far in on those outside sets. I don't know if she's calling a slide from there or if she's misreading the ball. I can't read her mouth to see what she's trying to call from the outside. Provorce tips deep. Reagan O'Neill receives with her hands. Outside to Harris. There. She cuts it to the inside this time. That was the type of outside set that I was thinking we were going to see. McMillan going to serve again. It's deep. Tipped over on 2, and it goes out of bounds. 19-5, Warriors lead again. McMillan. Deep, received by her hands was Provorce. She hits out of the middle, roll shots it over the block. And Macy Clausen dumps on 2 and gets a kill. She does about one of those every game. She just has to pick her timing. She says, Coach, that was so bad, but it worked. McMillan again. Deep serve. That was going out, but Hirschfeld touches it. How many aces is that for McMillan? 2 this set, 4 for the game. Gonna serve here again. Moguls get it up this time. Provorst swings out of the middle. Back row attack by Reagan O'Neill. Hirschfeld gets it up. Provorst has to tip deep. And it's out of bounds barely. Lucky Ducks. Warriors on a little bit of a roll here, but I think Edgemont's out of timeouts. I think you get 2 timeouts a set. Deep serve. Free balled over by the Moguls. Tight. Clausen just kind of set that over. Provorst, big swing off the block, and it hits the antenna. Must have hit the antenna off of the block, not off of Provorst's swing. Putting Maya Brown serving. Short serve. And that's a kill for Payson O'Neill. You can see when she calls those little quick, she says, A. Communication between her and Clausen has been on tonight. Coach Petrak tells her to swing to her side, swing to her other hip. Backside to Provorst. Swing touched by O'Neill. Clausen out to the back row. Free balled over. Outside to Provorst. Hits it over the block this time. Harris swings down the line and it's out of bounds. What's Harley got on the night? 2 kills this set, 1 error. Jade O'Neill from the outside, but it goes out of bounds. That was a big jump, big swing for the 7th grader. Oh, they call a touch on the block.
Set point.
That's her first kill, I believe. Yep. Pass by Brunson. Free ball over. Quick now this time to Reagan. Again with Mergen just hustling. And they try to pass it over. That was Hirschfeld, but Reagan O'Neill's there for it. So there's our second set, 25-7.
We'll take a break. We got 3 minutes here, so we better take a break. And we'll be back with set number 3 in just a moment.
Matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Unleash the power of savings with Dakota Mart grocery store coupons. Get weekly specials and store promotions delivered straight to your inbox every Wednesday morning. Stay up to date on the best deals for your grocery list, deli, fresh produce, fresh meat, and more. We've got lotteries, copies, and ATM and Dakota Mart gas open 24 hours a day. Shop smart, save big, only at Dakota Mart. Store hours 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Calling all BC Warrior fans, Bros Convenience Store is your ultimate game day headquarters. We are open daily from 5 a.m. to midnight, ready to fuel your passion and support BC Warriors high school sports. Swing by for snacks, drinks, and gear, and with every purchase, you're backing the home team. Bros Convenience Store, where convenience meets community, 0500 to midnight, fueling your fandom every hour, every day.
We're back. Preston says so it has to be true. Coming into the third set here of this Edgemont Bennett County game. Warriors took the first set 25-7, second set 25-8. See if this one's going to be 25-9.
BC has really seemed very, very, very focused tonight during this match. Of course, Edgemont's the team that knocked them out in this round a year ago, and I don't think they want to see that happen again. Playing with some urgency.
Utilizing all of their hitters tonight, especially.
And come tournament time, you need to be playing your best volleyball.
Payson O'Neill serving, tight to the net. Mergen tries to smack it over, but it goes out of bounds. Payson O'Neill serving again, see if she gets this a little 7-point lead like she did. She tries her top spin serve, and it goes, oh my goodness, she was admiring her serve, and they get a pass kill. That puts Provorst here to serve for the Moguls. McMillan, good pass by McMillan, outside to Reagan O'Neill, and she gets a kill. That was a big swing. You get a perfect pass, you get a perfect set, you get a perfect swing, you get a perfect point. Now Harley Harris gets to serve. Deep serve. Outside here to Brunson. She swings. Harris digs. Clausen tips. Tipped on two there by the Moguls. Set outside. That was kind of a short set. McMillan. And the Moguls are just struggling tonight getting things to work. They're not playing quite as focused as they did on Tuesday night. They're still hustling. They haven't given up, so I commend them for that. Brunson swinging. Middle to Reagan O'Neill, swing, and it goes out of bounds, and I thought there was a touch on it, and
it's
there
in.
was.
It's in.
Oh, it was in. I can't see from up here. But Scott's can. He has glasses.
I got my binocs.
Harris. Middle from Hirschfeld. Touched on the block there by Reagan. Set backside to Jade O'Neill, swings, and it goes out of bounds. Her shoulders were kind of facing that way. Big sister Reagan says, hey, Jade, pull that in, please. Serving here for the Moguls. Middle set. Doug, good dig by Provorst, but Reagan O'Neill is there for it on an overpass. That puts Riley Hicks in. Jade O'Neill steps out. Set outside, it's tight, and number two, that's Jayla Meston, tries to punch it over, but the Warrior block is there again.
Meston had a big, big game on Tuesday night. She can't get anything going tonight so far.
Hicks to serve deep, received by their hands, that's the Moguls. Meston. Payson O'Neill digs, outside to McMillan, swing, and it's out of bounds. Line judge thought about it for a second. Scott, what did you see? Was it in or out?
The line judge knew what it was, what the call was. He just couldn't remember if he was supposed to put the flag up or down to be an out call. He was thinking. He didn't want to send it the wrong way.
And that was a serve by Hirschfeld. It goes out the back. You know, this Mogul team, like I said, very young team. They're going to have 4 of these girls playing together for the next 3 years at least. O'Neill serving. Deep serve. Brunson swings. Swing by Payson O'Neill, dug by Provorce. And Moguls try to tip it over. That's Meston, but she tips it into the net instead. Warriors up 8-3 this match.
Our region 7A or 7B, excuse me. The teams that make it up are primarily the Western Great Plains Conference teams. And when you look at who made all conference this year, the majority of them are underclassmen. So most of these kids are going to be back for the foreseeable future.
Reagan O'Neill, serve receive. Backside, McMillan has to dunk it over, punch it over. Meston tries to punch it the same way. Her timing was off. They put in Mergen here in the front row for Meston. She's normally just a back row player, but she says, I'll set this time. Moguls do that. They have about 4 girls on the team at all times that know how to set. It was a serve by McMillan. Moguls free ball it over. Set outside to Harris, swings, cuts cross court. She's like, I kind of whiffed it, but a kill's a kill.
Sometimes that whiff just changes the speed a little bit and the spin on that ball. It makes it really, really hard to handle.
McMillan serves it into the net. I think that's only the second serving error this game. Third serving error.
Which is good for Bennett County.
Yes.
We had way too many on Tuesday night.
Mergen gonna serve now. Outside to Harris, it's tight to the net. She tips it over. Mergen pulls it in. Provorce. Outside to Harris again. She swings down the line this time and gets a kill. That's almost a slide. She's just jumping. She jumped off of 2 feet instead of 1, though, I think. I don't know. I need instant replay. We'll get that next year. Macy Clausen. Good pass by Provorce. Hits out of the middle. Backside to Jade O'Neill, swings. Dug by Mergen. Outside to Provorce, swings. McMillan puts her arms up. Harris dives for it. She's laughing while she's landing.
She looked like she was on a slip and slide.
That puts number 12, Maya Brown, here serving. Short serve, McMillan. Good hustle there by Clausen to keep that ball alive. It's coming outside to Provorce. Roll shot. Outside to Harris, she can't approach, so she roll shots it over. Coming to Provorce again, swing. It's in the campfire, and she gets her first kill of the night, I think. Second kill. That poor girl has to swing at everything. She does a good job. Brown to serve. Another short serve. Backside to Payson O'Neill. And Brown reaches for it. It comes off the face of Brunson, I believe that was. Payson O'Neill serving again. Backside to Provorce. See if they... Outside to Harris. She tries to swing down the line. Outside to Provorce again. Tipped over the block. Setters out here for the Warriors. Jade O'Neill, Payson O'Neill just free balls it over. Coming out to Provorce again. Gets a full approach this time. Good swing. Harris puts her hands up. Liv McMillan ends up in the bleachers.
And that's why we announced to not sit in the front row.
I would have watched that ball come right to me. Provorce serving. Outside to Reagan. She has to bring that ball back in, tries to swing and bring that ball back in, but it goes down the net. Clausen needs to pull her set in a little bit there. That was almost a little too wide.
Little three-point run here for Edgemont. They're showing some life.
Reverse sweeps are possible. Backside to Harris, swings. Good dig. Outside, that was more in the right area, and Reagan O'Neill gets a kill on her outside swing. (13-9), Warriors up. Harley Harris serving short. Swing. Jade O'Neal reaches on arm for it. That was number 0. Hirschfeld getting the kill. Puts Collar back to serve. Ball's over and in. Reagan O'Neal receives with her hands. To the middle, tips over the block this time. She says, yeah, I'm going to swing all night, and then I'm going to fake you out. Keep Edgemont on, that will keep Edgemont on their toes, I guess. Riley Hicks serves. Comes outside here to Meston. She swings. Harris receives. And Clausen tries to dump it. Meston again, tips over. Touch on the block. Out to Meston again. Big swing. She gets a kill. She is just a 8th grader as well.
That's her first kill of the night, and if I remember correctly, I think she led them on successful kills on Tuesday night.
So you'll get, in a couple years, you'll have Meston, Collar, Maya Brown. They are all 8th graders here that are going to be playing together. Reagan O'Neal runs a slide. Outside, Provorst pushes deep. Outside to McMillan. Big swing, but it goes out of bounds. She kind of flew there. She took a big approach.
Edgemont snuck back within 2.
Hirschfeld, this is not the time for the Warriors to think they've already won the game. Received by Hicks. Backside to Reagan O'Neal. Big swing and gets the kill. I don't know if that hit the block and then rolled off Provorst's arms or what. Sometimes I watch Reagan O'Neal jump or any of them jump and then forget to watch the ball. O'Neal serving. Short serve into the net. Her topspin serve did not crawl over the net this time. Puts the senior Brunson to serve. Shorter serve, O'Neal passes, tight to the net. Outside to Payson, big swing, touch on the block. Provorst pushes it over. Outside to McMillan this time, swing, and out of bounds again. She tells Clausen to set her, she said, set me more on, which means set my ball closer to the net. Good hustle there by Clausen. That's tight. Payson O'Neal swings at it, has to try to bring it in. And Moguls are down by 1.
No,
they're tied up.
Here comes those unforced errors we've talked about. A lot of hitting errors right now for the Warriors in this set.
Not the time to be lazy, not the time to think you've already won the game. Outside, Payson O'Neal swings, touch on the block there by Meston, but Payson O'Neal does get a kill on that. Her 6th kill, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th kill of the night. McMillan gonna serve now. It gets an ace. The Moguls just kind of didn't know who was gonna get that. That is the hard part when you stagger your serve receivers like they do. When the ball's coming too long for one but too short for the other, you kind of just gotta figure out who's gonna go for it. McMillan serves deep this time and out of bounds. That's her 3rd error this set that's went too deep. 17-16. And that puts Mergen back to serve. Top spin serve received by Hicks. Overpass, she gets a pass kill. Put that in her stats, Sage. She might never get a kill again from the back row. That's her little libero. What? That was Riley. As someone who was the libero, give her that. Tight to the net, Mergen tries to punch it over.
After being tied at 16, Bennett County has ran off 3 straight.
Macy Clausen gonna spot serve here. If she could, she should serve short and to the front.
This might be the first time she's served all night.
Seems like it. Middle to Provorst. Provorst again. Payson O'Neill backside. That was a big swing there for O'Neill. It's her night tonight. Tuesday night it was all Reagan almost all night. Now it's all Payson. Not that the other girls aren't. Geez, maybe Payson's. Her and Payson, I guess, have the same amount of kills. Or Payson and Reagan, excuse me. Jeez. Provorst tips deep. McMillan. Reagan pushes deep back. Provorst swings. Tight to the net here. And Clausen tries to dump it. Jade O'Neill gets her first pass kill of the night.
You could just see those young ladies drool when they see that ball coming on those pass kills.
Give her one for each. 21-16, Warriors do lead. We're going to talk through this one. Preston says we had enough ads. Haven't we had enough ads, Preston? Keep talking, he says.
We were tied at 16, and Bennett County has run off 5 straight to go up 21-16. And they're just 4 points away from closing this out here tonight.
Oh, they're calling a 50-50.
And our second match tonight will be between Kadoka and Jones County. Of course, the winners advance to the Sodak 16 matches, which will be played next Tuesday night. And there seems to be some confusion. We thought the higher seeds were going to get to host, but our athletic director said she is not 100% on that. It might be at a neutral site. So.
That's what I thought originally.
But we'll wait and see. In the past, it's always been neutral site. The High School Activities Association, I know, passed it that they want to go stay at the higher seeds, but we'll see where they're at.
Neutral sites, that's no fun. All right, Macy Clausen. Provorst tips over the block. Good hustle there by Harris. Backside to Payson O'Neill, tips deep. It's gonna come out here to Provorst again. Good swing, but Payson's there for it. Gonna go again. Swing, touched on the block. Goes outside to Harris. She tries to swing down the line and gets it this time. Good swing there by Harris. I think Harley just kind of needs to figure out that when the ball's too far on the inside, instead of trying to bring it back out down the line, just hammer away, cut it cross court. Swing by 12, that is Brown. Back row by Reagan O'Neill. And she gets a kill. Excuse me, I misspoke earlier. I said the yellow line was the 10-foot line. That is not true. It's the white line. Every time they come out of the back row, I think that they're jumping in front of the 10-foot line, but they're not. Roll shot, McMillan digs. Middle to Jade O'Neill swings, and that one goes out to the popcorn stand. Excuse me, timing was just a little off there. She is just a 7th grader. Give her a year or two as well. Backside, Payson O'Neill swings, kill. Provorst touched it on the block, but this is match and game point. 24-17, Warriors do lead. Payson O'Neill tries her top spin serve, gets it off the tape. Punched over by Mergen. And good hustle there by Clausen, but they could not pull it back in. Moguls get a point. Game's not over yet. Provorst serving. Short serve. Oh my goodness. She's a senior. Good game there by the Moguls. Good young tough team that I'm sure we'll see back here in this round and even further in the next few years to come.
It was a 9-2 run to close out that match. We were tied at 16, and Bennett County went on a 9-2 run to close it out to win it 25-18. The match scores 25-7, 25-8, and 25-18 in favor of Bennett County. And of course, Kadoka and Jones County will be coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Bennett County will advance on to the Sodak 16 next Tuesday night when we know where they're going to be playing.